Hey, awesome. Alrighty, so it is now the end of school, and I promised you guys that I would make you guys a video about basically everything that I've done during my first 2 semesters, my first year of college and whatnot. But this is not that video. This is a response video to one of the comments in one of my previous videos. But the college video is coming up shortly. Not shortly, like soon. About 2 months ago, I made a video called Little Dicks and False Advertisements, and then I got a comment in the comment section. Basically, he wanted to know, how do I think they should let their size be known? He said, should we tell her the size to the nearest quarter of an inch or hold our fingers apart? We can't just say small or large or whatever, because one man's small is another man's big, and even then it's before a woman has to say so. And at what point of the conversation do you think that we should state our size? It could be quite difficult for us to do this. Actually, any advice from a woman on how we should do this? In my opinion. So, in my opinion, I think that all guys should know how big they are. Like, whether you know it from inches or whether it's like in comparison to something else. Preferably, I would rather have, you know what, I'd rather have in comparison to something else. Because people could be like, oh, it's like 7 inches. And I'm just like, 7 inches could be satisfying. Could be. I mean, depending on how thick it is. So, I mean, I'd rather have someone be like, oh, well, in length, it's about the size of your phone. My phone is still really tiny. Like, in length, it's like the size of your phone. Or in width, it's about the size of, hell, I don't fucking know. It's about the size of my makeup. Like, I would appreciate it, me personally, I can only speak for myself, if guys that I messed around with could tell me how big they are in comparison to something else. Like, oh, I'm the length of this pencil right here. I don't have a pencil, obviously, but just saying, like, or I'm the length of this pen or this pencil right here. Or I'm the length of, you know, the springy door stoppers that stop the door from hitting the wall. And they go, bzz, boing, 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 boing. They go like that thing. I'm of the length of that, and then like the width of the piece of sausage you're eating, or I'm about the same width of the width of your earring, or you know, like this hoop or something. As far as length goes, there are multiple things that you could be like, oh, well, I'm in length, I'm about the size of this straw, or I'm about the size of X, Y, and Z, you know? But as far as like width goes, there aren't a lot of things that you could be like, oh, well, I'm about the same width as this. There aren't really a lot of things. I mean, if you found one that works for you, I mean, great, use that comparison. But if not, you might just have to use, like, your hands, like, how you grip your dick. And I know you grip your dick. I know people grip their dick. So don't be let that person be like, oh, I don't grip my dick. Yes, you do. How do you pee? You don't aim? You have to aim. Or how do you put a condom on? Not everybody wears condoms, but still, you've put one on before. Like, how do you put a condom on? You have to hold it. Or how do you jack off? Like, you have to grip your dick at some point in time. Like, so how do you grip your dick? And how big or how many, like, hands do you have to take to fit around your whole fucking dick? Like, is your dick this big? Is it maybe about, like, a little bit smaller than that? It's about, like, that big? Can you close it all the way when you put your hand around? Like, shit like that. Your hands are always going to be there, and they're always going to be an accurate feeling of, like, how big or thick, not big, how thick your dick is. And as far as, what point in the conversation do you bring this shit up? I feel like there are 2 points where you could bring this up. So, the first point is you guys are having an actual conversation about sex, or about your dick, or about, like, you're having a conversation about what the fuck you two are going to be doing, or what you've done in the past, or you're somewhere having a conversation basically about sex, and you can slip it into the conversation right there. Well, me personally, I'm yada 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 in size. Or you guys are making out. You guys are making out. This is how you make out, by the way. You're making out. Shit's going good, and shit starts getting real steamy. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. So don't anybody sit here and be like, I don't know what she's talking about. That's never happened to me before. You know what I'm talking about, or you wouldn't be watching this video. And even if you don't know what I'm talking about and you're watching this video, I feel very sorry for you. You're getting real steamy and shit like that. And then, you know, I feel like right then and there would be a really good time. Like before these shirts come off. Okay, so before the shirts come off, and she's like feeling on your dick and shit, like through your pants, and you're like touching on her. It's like a whole bunch of foreplay type shit. Nothing is honestly happening at this point in time. This would be a great time to be like, hey, Becky, you may or may not want to fuck me. And then they're gonna be like, well, why? Because this is how big my dick is. Or little, whatever word you want to use. Preferably big, say big. Just to make you look better. But this is how big my dick is. My dick is about the same length as yada yada yada. And it's about as thick as blank and blank and blank and blank. And then they're gonna be like, oh, okay. Or they're gonna be like, no. I don't think I want to fuck you. Nope, I'm good. I'm good on that. Or they're gonna be like, let me see it. Yeah, let's see it. Let's see it, and let's see if I still want it. If not, you know, whatever. We can just keep making out because I don't think I want to fuck you. Shit like that. I think, me personally, I think that was a really good time to throw that in there. Like, you're kissing, you're making out. That's usually the time, like, if you're making out with somebody and they don't want to fuck you, after you're making out and people start to, like, you know, try and inch closer to having sex with you and, like, you know, trying to take off clothing and things, that was a good time for the person who didn't want to fuck you to get up and be like, oh, I gotta go, bye, I'll see you later. So that is a perfect time to also be like, hey, this is how big my dick is. That's just me personally. You don't have to follow these suggestions. I feel like personally they're just suggestions and it's what I would prefer or what I would fucking want. But, you know, not everybody is like me, but that's okay. Thank you for the question, though. I do appreciate it. And to anyone else out there on, like, older videos, I always read all my comments. So if there are any questions, comments, or concerns or anything like that, or you just want to say hi, I will reply to your comments. And if it's a good enough question for a video, I will make a video about it. On that note, please leave your comments and whatnot in the comments section below. And if you want other ways to get a hold of me, if you feel like being a stalker, I put my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, things like that in the description below. I love you guys. Stay awesome, and please keep coming back and checking to see if I uploaded my college video. It's taking a while because I had to find all the pictures and videos and whatnot and then mash them all together into one video, and there's a lot of editing and whatnot, and I have more time now, so I guess I could do that now. But anyway, I love you guys. Stay awesome. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And if you are subscribed, like this video and all the other videos. I love you guys. Mwah.